Okay, this is a video I've wanted to do for a while. A friend of mine by the name of Tom, he sent me a link to a story on Wikipedia. Now, I know Wikipedia isn't the greatest source in the world, but I wound up looking at it from different angles and different points of information. I'm just going to send you the wiki anyways, and a link to the movie. Now, I'm going to talk to you about the McKinn County War. The Second Amendment. Whenever I hear somebody talk about it, it's always about, oh, I defended myself in this situation with a firearm. Or, someone was trying to rob my house, so I defended myself this way. Or somebody was attacking another person, so I defended them with my firearm. People, it's not limited to that. It's protection against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And this is one of those cases where we had a domestic enemy. But they never seem to think, oh, okay, maybe we could use it in this sort of fashion that I'm about to describe to you. The McKinn County War happened when a bunch of veterans came back from the war and they realized that there was a guy by the name of Cantrell who was screwing over the town and taking bits of money off the top wherever he could. Always making sure that he had money from every little business, getting his small cut, and he made sure that the sheriff enforced these rules by beating the shit out of people. Now, the soldiers who were coming back, they were getting fined and taxed for every little thing, and a group of soldiers got pissed off and decided, we're going to form the GI Nonpartisan League, which was their own little party. Because usually you had Democrats and Republicans, and me, I'm against the whole Democrat-Republican bullshit. I believe you should vote for somebody based on their own merits rather than what party they supposedly represent. We're Democrats, we're progressives. We're Republicans, we're conservative. No, you're Democrats or Republicans in name only, and you would fucking lie in order to get yourself voted in, as we've seen so many times in the past. Now, this happened in August 1st and 2nd in the year 1946, when a lot of soldiers were coming home. Bunch of crazy shit happened. They had about a month to run everything, and the sheriff decided to close the ballot boxes. He used voter intimidation, scared the shit out of people. Only one person got arrested out of this whole deal, and that was Deputy C.M. Wise whenever he shot Tom Gillespie, a black man, for voting. I really wish they would have showed that in the movie. No one died, but there were several injuries. This wound up leading to riots in the streets, mostly against police. And at the tail end of it all, in order to take down this corrupt politician who had made sure that they had the voting boxes and all that other happy shit, a whole bunch of guys raided the National Guard armory, took their guns, and sat outside the jailhouse wanting the ballot boxes. When they did not comply, now, the sheriff deputies, they only had a Thompson machine gun, and, well, of course, their own little rifles, but not military shit. A small shooting broke out. Several different stories of how long it lasted. Some say several hours, some say considerably less than that. I believe considerably less. They wound up dynamiting the door. And remember, these are military-trained GIs. And it wasn't just GIs, there was a bunch of other guys too. They dynamited the door. And as soon as they went in, everyone surrendered in the jailhouse. They took the ballot boxes and it secured and made sure that 5 members of the GI Nonpartisan League were going to be in office in that town. They were done with the corruption, the political corruption that had happened. People, this is a note from history that too many people forget. Too many people forget about these things. They don't know about these things, and these are things that should be taken into account. The McKinn County War is a great representation of the Second Amendment at its finest. As such, people should not be afraid if their politicians are corrupt to march on their fucking doorstep with a gun. The whole thought process behind the Second Amendment is to be able to do such things. with no fear. Now, on a sad note, the aftermath. Okay. Initial momentum of the victory, gambling houses, in collusion with the Cantal regime, were raided and operations demolished. Deputies of the prior administration resigned and were replaced. The new government encountered challenges, including at least 11 resignations by county administrators, who were probably taking money from Cantrell too. On January 4th, 1947, 4 of the 5 leaders of the GI Nonpartisan League declared in an open letter, "We abolished one machine only to replace it with another and more powerful one in the making." The League failed to establish itself permanently, and traditional parties soon returned to power. It is up to the duty of every American citizen to make sure that such shit does not happen again. But too many people, after the initial battles won, they stopped giving a shit. And that's my problem with the American people. Too many people want to sit around and just, I only care about myself. I don't care about everyone suffering. And that's what I hate about America these days. Back in the day, someone would give somebody else, a complete stranger, the shirt off their back if it meant helping somebody. Not so much anymore. I want to know what you guys think. Have a nice day.